Hey, hello everyone. We are here in beautiful Venice, as you can see. Now, some of you guys know that I've been learning Italian for a while now. Actually here this weekend together with Ollie from I Will Teach You a Language. And he's also been learning Italian for a few months now. You know, we came here to see if people actually understand when we speak Italian, if we can really travel and basically do everything that we need as a tourist in Italian. Now we even managed to hold some conversation with friends, followers, completely in Italian. That's super cool, I think. Now the big question is, how do you keep all those languages, especially similar language, how do you keep them separate? I just recorded another video with one of my friends, Alessandro. You can check that. The video will be available on this channel as well, where I basically hold a conversation in Italian. And as you can see in that video, I use lots of Spanish words, maybe some Portuguese words, French, because these languages are all very similar. So, you know, the question is, how do you keep those languages separate? I think that most of us, you know, and I know many of the YouTube polyglots, many people that speak many languages, and actually most of them do mix up all these languages in the beginning, you know, and I think, you know, it's often a question. I hear so many people say, hey, yes, I want to learn Italian, I already speak Spanish, but I already can't learn it because I keep mixing them up. And I think I keep mixing them up. I keep mixing up those languages. And I think it's very normal, you know, because on one hand, the language that you already speak helps you, but on the other hand, you just make them up. And I think it's completely normal. It happens to me, it happens to the other polyglots. The only thing so what's the solution? I think that the only solution is that you need more practice. Sorry, not a fancy answer, no magic trick here. You just need to practice the language more, and also to create this kind of part of yourself in that language, you know. I lived in China for 2 years. When I was there, I was speaking Chinese every single day. I became, like a part of me, became Chinese. And when I have to speak Chinese now, then I remember myself being in China, surrounded with Chinese people, being that almost Chinese person, you know. And I think to develop like this characteristic, this personality in another language, you just need to spend a lot of time for the language. So in the beginning, I had the same problems in French, I had the same problem in Cantonese, even in Russian I would sometimes use words in other languages. So what can you do? I don't think there is much that you can do. Just spend more time in the language. Make sure that you have friends and that you actually eventually get that immersion in the language, you know. Not from the beginning, just starts with the basics, but as soon as you reach like a kind of a fluent level, then eventually you need to get that immersion, and then you're not really gonna mix it up with all the languages anymore. But this takes time. So if you do mix up the language that you speak, no worries, it's normal. Just get more practice. That's it. Greetings from Venice. Wish you a nice day.